Hi Frankie, what is going on? You don't look so good today.
I am a bit sad, Larry. I have been trying very hard to learn about enzymes and baking, but I am having a heck of a time.
Don't worry about it, Frankie, you have come to the right place. I did my thesis on enzymes in baking and would be glad to help you out.
Wow, that is so great, Larry. Thank you so much. Where do we begin?
First thing you should know is that enzymes are everywhere. They can be found in fruit, flour, yeast, and even inside our bodies. They are very important to us in so many ways.
What are enzymes made up of?
Enzymes are made up of proteins and are responsible for breaking down sugar and proteins in bread making. Without enzymes we would not be able to enjoy bread the way we do.
I love bread. This is so great that I am finally learning about enzymes. What is next?
One important thing to know is that enzymes found in flour can be measured by a falling number test. If the flour is low in enzymes, the flour mill will add some to it to help out.
Wow, Larry, you really are a doctor of enzymes.
Yes. Yes, I am. Let's move on. Each class of enzymes has only one particular chemical conversion that it will be responsible for. For example, zymase will convert sugar into carbon dioxide and alcohol. That is the only direct function that it can perform.
With so many enzymes, how am I going to be able to remember all of them?
Don't worry, Frankie, there is an easy way that will help you remember nearly all of the enzymes that are important to us in baking. A clue to help you remember is that enzymes usually end in A's. For example, the sugar that maltase is responsible for is called maltose. So the sugars will end in O's. Let's start with the enzymes diastase and amylase. These enzymes will break up starch and convert it into malt sugar, which help feed the yeast and also help brown the crust. One thing about amylase is that it is abundant in rye flour, which is great for producing sourdoughs because it also produces phytase, which break down phytates.
Wow, this is so exciting, Larry. Did you see that UFO? Anyway, what else can you tell me about enzymes?
Next enzyme is protease, which is found in flour and can break down proteins, converting peptides into amino acids, producing food for yeast and imparting good flavor. The next enzyme is... Wait, please put your phone away. No phones in class, thanks.
Sorry about that, Larry.
Okay, not a problem. Next enzyme is maltase, which transforms maltose into dextrose that the yeast can consume and in turn produce carbon dioxide and alcohol. Another important enzyme is zymase that changes simple sugar by invertase and maltase that helps the expansion and rise of the bread. All these enzymes are responsible to feed yeast by making starches into simple sugars, color the bread, act on protein which affect the gluten, making softer. Let's review.
Yes, please.
Diastase and amylase is found in flour and break up starch, liquefy it into malt sugar, then maltase turns it into dextrose, providing food for yeast. Amylase is very active between 122 and 140 Fahrenheit and are destroyed at about 170 Fahrenheit. Amylase can be decreased by lowering the pH level. Rye flour is high in amylase activity. When the pH is lowered, the acid also increases the enzyme phytase, which will break down phytates, enriching the product with minerals. Protease is found in flour, malt and yeast and breaks down proteins, converting peptides into amino acids, producing food for yeast and imparting flavor into bread.
I know this one. Its maltose is found in yeast and transforms the previously made maltose into dextrose that the yeast can feed on. Zymase changes simple sugar produced by invertase and maltase into alcohol and carbon dioxide, aiding in expansion and rise. Diastase works on starch, changing it into maltose, allowing maltase to change it into simple sugar, and finally zymase uses it for food to produce alcohol and carbon dioxide.
Way to go, Frankie, you are really understanding enzymes.
Thank you so much, Larry, for all of your help. I would have never had a chance of understanding enzymes.
You are welcome, Frankie. Remember your enzymes for great tasting bread. See you, Frankie.